Hi, I'm David Fleming from the Disciples Ignited YouTube channel, where we're focused on Jesus, advancing his kingdom, and preparing his disciples. Now we're in this new series where we're studying revival outpourings of throughout church history. And today I've got one that is so exciting. You're going to love it. In the 14th century, a man named Johann Tauler, a German Dominican mystic, was used by God to usher in a major revival in the Rhine Valley in 1352 AD, to be exact. So great was this revival awakening that it continued to influence the church until the mid-15th century. Praise God, that's way over 100 years. At the beginning of his ministry, Tauler became well known for his preaching. He was a great orator, and people would travel long distances just to hear him preach. However, after Nicholas of Basel heard him preach, he told him, listen, you lack spiritual power. That so affected Johann Tauler that he didn't preach again for 2 years. Instead, he began to seek the Lord and had a personal revival with Jesus, wherein his life was radically changed. When Tauler did begin to preach again, he did so not as a great orator, but as a spokesman for God. Invited by his sister to preach at a convent, he chose Matthew 25, verse 6 as his text. Here's the bridegroom. Come out to meet him. As he preached, 50 of the listeners literally were slain in the spirit and fell to the ground as though dead. A spiritual awakening ensued in Strasbourg, the city where he had preached, and quickly spread throughout the region. Tauler's preaching began to ignite revival in entire communities. Tauler not only influenced his generation, but his writings influenced the 16th century reformers, and his sermons became classic favorites among the pietists of the 19th century. I hope that you got the fact that he used to be a great orator and people would travel miles just to hear him preach, but that didn't really change their hearts. He was speaking without spiritual power and authority. But when he had an encounter with Jesus, everything changed. When he began to preach once again, he preached with revival fire. And that fire spread throughout communities, and it affected people for over 100 years. That's what revival can do. Let's learn about another one tomorrow.